We're doing it. We're doing it. Hello. Welcome to another vlog. Today we're doing the pantry. It is a disgraceful mess, but you know, that's why we're here. That's why we're here, because we're going to fix it. We're going to make it better. So I have been mentally and physically preparing for this for quite a long time. It's been on my to-do list basically since we moved in. Not really. I just knew that, like, when we moved in, I knew it would probably need some organization at some stage. Like, you know, stuff, things to make it more organized and more functional. Now that we've been here over a year, I have absolutely identified the problem areas. I have also selected some solutions for those problem areas. And I think, like, the biggest issue with this pantry is that we do have a bad habit of just kind of putting things back, like, just rando anywhere. Except, like, there's some things where I'm like, the herbs must go in the herbs section. The sauces must go in the sauces section. But there's other areas where things are just, you know, we don't do that. And that's okay, because that's life. So in some respects, simply tidying the pantry is enough to make it look really good. Something else that has definitely become a problem is we shop at Costco. So there are quite a few things that we try to buy in bulk, especially if we know that they are long lasting and that we use them quite often. So we do have some really big bulky things in there, which are a little bit, like, they're a bit of a pain in the ass, I'm not gonna lie. They take up so much space. And then of course there's, like, the baking section, which I love to bake, but I feel like if you are a baker and you don't have your shit sorted out in your pantry with the storage of the things that you use to bake, then you are asking for trouble. I've been asking for trouble. So we're going to fix it. I think I'm just going to work one shelf at a time. I did kind of think maybe just pull everything out so then you can wipe out the shelves and blah, blah, blah. I think my head would actually explode if I did that, and I don't think I'm going to have the bench space out here. I love our pantry very much, but now that I'm sitting a camera in front of it, I am realizing that the angle and shape of it is not going to be conducive to filming in here, but it's fine because we're not going to do it every day. Oh, I'm finding stuff in here that I forgot we even had, and I feel like that's really bad for a pantry. It's like no go. Oh, there's been a pasta explosion. Ah, no. Everything is bad. All right, first thing I knew that I would need would be some, what are they called? Food storage containers. Jesus. Is it going to be one of those days? I picked these ones up on Amazon, and did I grab them during the Prime Day sales, or were they just on sale anyway? I can't remember. I was actually looking at buying, I can't remember the brand. They might have been OXO. They were like airtight container thingies with like a pop lid, and they were heavily discounted when I found them. I determined that I would need more than one pack, and even though they were heavily discounted, they were still like $100 and something. So I actually opted for something a bit more affordable. There's going to be so many more in here that I need. This is a 30 pack. I am interested to see what these are like. They had good reviews. They're going to need a wash. I found when I was trying to research these, I found that a lot of companies make really big containers, sizes like this. And like, to me, this is like when you're feeding a family of 6 or 8, and we're not that. It's once in a blue moon that I would cook food like for the masses, so to speak. So smaller containers are a little bit more useful for us. The vacuum's about to start going. All right, well, I'm going to pull these out. I'm going to clean some and we'll continue. I'm so glad that I started on this bottom shelf, because washing all of those containers, big job, kind of tedious and annoying, but at least I know once this one's done, the rest are fairly easy. I'm quite concerned at the amount of pasta we have, especially considering that Chris isn't much of a carb person, so it's only me eating it. And why do we have so much? It's because I didn't organize the pantry for way too long. I am making bad judgment calls on the size of these containers. Don't make me start again. Just fit, please. Pantry Jesus, be with me. There is something I just want to point out in case you guys are thinking that you might like something like this and you're wondering what I think about this pack. I'm going to let you know a few things that kind of annoy me and some things that are good. The labels. It does come with a pen, which is great. And these are reusable labels, so you can wipe them clean and write on them again. I think the pen is a bit shitty. I'm not going to lie. Like, we can't really see what's on there. It's good enough for now, but I think I will try. I don't know what sort of pen this is, but I might Google what people use and buy like a better quality one, because I do like the labels. And it's great for like pasta and not forgetting how long you need to cook it for. You can also write like best before dates and shit on there if you want. Excellent. Also, the seals will come out of the actual lid, so you can completely dry them, which is fantastic. I've had these lids drying for quite a while I did everything else, so there's no moisture in there. Love that. I have also just placed a few of these on the shelves in the pantry to see how they line up, and they sit 3 deep perfectly this way. Guys, seriously, why do I have so much fucking pasta? I don't even eat pasta enough for this. I've got problems. Time for another shelf. I'm going to move on to the next one that I think is going to be the most tedious, spice shelf. We've basically got spices up there, sauces, and also medication. I don't know why the medication's in there. Well, I'll sort that out as well. But to organize my spices, I was looking for like tiered spice racks, and I was trying to work out what was going to be the best option for us, and I just couldn't decide. And I kept coming back to something I'm going to have to put together. It's one of those door spice rack things. I think it's going to take a while, but it's okay because Ministry of Sound is keeping me alive while I get this done. It's a good day. This thing is a fucking nightmare. This is badly designed, guys. Oh, is that even going to close? Because of the... It's not going to close. Okay. That will fucking do. But watch it not close. I'm sure it's not going to.
Yeah, it's these. Can you turn them around the other way or not?
Well, yeah, then they'll be sticking out. It's going to look shit. Stop being a menace. If you're going to do that, come here. Get yourself a boyfriend who's a menace. Don't get yourself one of these. Well, maybe do if you want it. It took me a really long time to put together. My hands are really sore because it's all like Allen keys and it's just a nightmare. Anyway, Chris come and help me put it up, and originally I wanted the shorter hooks, like the sort of less obvious hooks to hang it from the top, but it puts it up really high, and also there's bits that stick out. We couldn't close the door, and we figured if we're going to have things sticking out from the outside of the door, then I want the longer hooks so I can reach the top basket properly. Up the top there are the little support thingies that hold it up. It's fine. Like, it is what it is. Chris and I were talking about having it somehow attached to the door permanently, but they're hollow, so it's not a great idea. If you literally just have like herbs and spices and stuff in there, you might be all right because it's not going to hold a whole lot of weight. But I'm also potentially hoping to put little bottles of sauce and stuff in it. So that's when it could start to get a little bit heavy. To prevent the frame from sort of banging against the door, it uses these adhesive panels. Now, the problem is that the panels clip onto a little support bar here, which is great, but it doesn't fit or sit flat against the wall. So there's all these bubbles in it. Chris is pretty confident eventually it's going to lift and potentially peel away the paint. This one up here is particularly bad. You can see that we've not been able to get it to adhere like the other one. Lots of bubbles. So yeah, it's not going to be a permanent fix. We were thinking maybe we get some little U-bracket type things. It's just to stop it from moving and banging against the door. I've been at this for 4 hours and I've only done one shelf and assembled a spice rack. I need to go to the shops and buy a baby shower gift. For God's sake, why does everything take so long? Still trying to eat Easter eggs from Easter. And all of that back there is what should be in a medicine cabinet. It's been taking up so much space. I have got something sorted out for this and I cannot wait to get it out. Guys, I am very tired and my back hurts, and I've been doing this for a really long time. Granted, I did go to the shops and get some stuff done that I had to do there, but I'm almost done. I've only got the floor to go, and the floor is really not much. But I can tell you now, I'm over it. I don't want to do it. I want to be finished for the day, but I can't be. I got to do it. I also have a mess here still to clean up, so we're almost there. To be honest, the majority of the problem under here is like grocery shopping bags that we haven't put away properly. Guys, I'm done. I started this at 10 o'clock, just a little bit after 10, and it's now 4:30, and it feels like it's been 43 years. So here is the door spice rack thingy. I actually thought that I wouldn't use as much as I did of the space. So I'm glad it is as big as it is. Just tidied up the top shelf, a little bit overexposed, but that's fine. And then I've done this. I think I want a nice big lazy Susan for the sauces. I think that could be cool. This is just like a wire and wood basket from Kmart. I got two of them, one for the pantry and one for fruit on the bench. Down here, I feel like I've done this a bit weird. I've got sort of, cooking stuff and then tea, and there's some granola and crackers. This is pretty much all snacks and junky bits, like things, if you're feeling a bit picky, you might want to grab something. And then down here is more like dinner and then baking stuff. So I've probably done it a little bit odd, and maybe in the future I'll sort of swap the shelves around or something, but I'm pretty happy with how it's all turned out. And the bottom, I mean, this took me literally like 5 minutes. It was just, untidy because we hadn't put the shopping bags away. I do have to fix up the medicine stuff. I've got something to organize that, but I'm kind of thinking I might pour myself a glass of wine and just do that off camera, because I'm over it, guys. I've given myself a headache. My back is very sore. And yeah, I kind of just want to get this cleaned up as quickly as I can so that I can start dinner. Hello, long time no chat for me, not for you, because you would have just seen me do the pantry. But it's been like 2 weeks since I filmed that footage, over 2 weeks. And the reason why is because Chris's last off swing was crazy. He's gone back to work now. He's been back at work for a few days. And I am just trying to, I'm trying to sort my life out. Ever since I moved to Perth, obviously it has disrupted my routine back in Melbourne. Had a routine, knew what I was doing, each day. If there was a spanner thrown in the works, I knew how to jiggle things around and make it work for me. I was fine. I had my shit together. Here I don't have my shit together at all. I have not had it together since I moved here in January of last year. I know that I should by now, but I struggle. And I think the reason why I struggle is because like Chris is gone for 2 weeks and then he's home for 2 weeks. And when he's home, not always, but sometimes, especially this swing, there we go. Especially this swing that's just gone, it was madness. We had so much on. So yeah, I'm struggling. I'm trying to work it out. I'm trying to get my head around developing some sort of routine, but I'm struggling. I don't know. I feel like I could make a 20-minute video just talking about why I'm struggling and why I can't get my shit together, but I'm not going to get into it. Just know that is why nothing is like consistent in my life or on my channels this year or last year, because I don't even know what the hell is going on. But I did want to tell you about, hello Miss Fly, what are you doing, you kitty? So I wanted to catch you guys up on some things that I should have vlogged, but I did not, because I just, like I said, can't get my shit together. So we had 2 grandmother's birthdays on Chris's last off swing, one at the start, one at the end, which was really lovely. It's always nice to celebrate a nana or a grandpa's birthday. We also had a baby shower, not ours, calm down, I'm not pregnant. So that was also, really nice, sort of polarizing. You've got 2 ends of the spectrum. What else did we do? We went to a football game, a West Coast, who was it? West Coast Brisbane Lions, I think. West Coast won, which was great. We love going to the football. Chris and his dad are members, and also I think his sister, one of his sisters, is a member as well. So whenever there is a home game, and Chris is also at home, we love to go if we can, because it is a great, we get to spend time with Chris's dad, which is really nice. But also, West Coast Eagles put on a really good pre-game show. It's just always a bit of a vibe there. I don't really care for the football, but I enjoy going to the games with Chris and his dad. It's always fun. So we went to the footy. I would actually recommend, if you are ever in Perth, coming to Perth, whatever, and you enjoy the football, I would recommend getting tickets to a home game, a West Coast game at Optus Stadium if you can, because it's a vibe. I like it. Chris and I also had our anniversary, which was really nice. His gift to me was a truffle and wine dinner experience. So it was I think it was a 4-course meal, which was they were all based around truffles, and they had a wine pairing with the meals. It was sensational. It was at Ludo, which is an absolutely gorgeous little venue. It's a sort of basement or a cellar style French restaurant that is in a pub. I think, is it called The Station? I don't know, I can't remember. But it's an old, I think it is called The Station, because it's in an old police station, which is really cool. Beautiful building, absolutely stunning. The restaurant, so good. Food, amazing. Drinks, amazing. My only regret is we didn't take any photos of ourselves together, which I don't know. What were we thinking? Who knows? We were really getting into the night, to be fair. When we come home, I roped Chris into getting some vlog footage, but we're so drunk. I'm not going to put that on the internet. I'm just going to save that for Chris and I as a reminder of our anniversary this year. So yeah, there was that. We also my God, I feel like, and then we did this, and then we did that. We also had the yuccas taken out the front. Well, yeah, Chris did it with his dad. So I did basically nothing. I ran around like running errands all day, like going to Bunnings to get this, or, you know, running down to get that, or whatever. Chris's mum cleaned my kitchen and made us lasagna, and Chris and his dad pulled out the yuccas, which was great. We had 4 of them, and they were huge. They were taller than like the roof of the house. Chris and I had cut them down to stumps, so then they basically had to dig them out, and they cut them up with chainsaws and took them down the tip, and now the front yard looks terrible. It's a mess. It's an absolute mess. We sort of filled in the holes a little bit, but there's still dirt on the turf, and I was kind of hoping that the rain would wash away all of my problems. It hasn't. I think it's made them worse. But, you know, it is what it is. I will get out there and tidy it up a bit more. But I'm very happy because Mum and I can do some planting in the front yard when she comes, which is great. I am actually pretty keen to start getting back into the garden. The winter this year has been really mild. We did have like, it was cold for a little while there, but I mean, I'm wearing shorts. So it's really not that cold. Yeah, I'm wearing a jumper, but I'm not wearing a top under it. So like, it's not been that cold recently. I feel like, I wouldn't say spring is like here, because I'm not seeing like the flower buds and stuff that I would expect. However, I'm pretty sure the birds are doing their thing because they've been quite noisy lately. So, you know, I think spring is on its way. Also, one of my cherry tomato bushes that didn't die off when winter came, it's fruiting. I literally pulled fruit off. There's cherry tomatoes in my salad. So yeah, the weather has been really quite lovely lately, although it's gloomy as hell and rained before when I was walking the dog. So I don't know. But moral of the story is, I feel like it's actually warm enough to start planting stuff. I don't know if I really need to wait until September. So maybe I won't. Maybe I will not. Anyway, I think that's it. Oh, that's right. One thing I need to mention. Somebody left a comment asking me what I thought of these pots. What is that? That I got from Aldi. So I got the very heavy French pan, and I got the Dutch oven. Can you see this? Yeah, you must be able to. I love them. I absolutely love them. The only issue is Aldi only release these once a year. So if you missed them this year, you're going to have to wait until next year. However, I did see that Kmart has a similar design, basically. In the Dutch oven, they have one that's like this sort of minty green. I don't know if they do French pan. The French pan I use the most, and I adore it. If they bring out like a really beautiful red or a burgundy color next year, I will buy them. I will buy. Yes, I will buy them, even though I already have these. Like, good luck stopping me, Chris. All right, guys, I'm gonna go because I have made my dinner and I'm having baked potatoes, loaded baked potatoes, and I'm so ready for it. I have amply given myself a headache with stress today, and I'm just ready to, like, you know, wrap this vlog up. So it's one more thing ticked off my list, and I feel like I'm getting my life into some sort of order. So thank you for joining me. I'm going to be back with another vlog probably in 6 months' time when I get my shit together. And I think we actually need to do the wardrobe. The wardrobe's a problem, guys. Like a major, oh God, I'm just thinking about it now. God, it makes me want to cry. So maybe we'll do that. And maybe we'll also like, should we go to a nursery? I was saving all of my nursery trips for when Mum got here, but I have a special occasion coming in 5 days. And I feel like I want to memorialize that moment. Anyway, whatever. Let me go and eat my dinner and have a good night's sleep, and then maybe I'll be able to think straighter tomorrow. What do you think? Yes, Miss Frey? Miss Frey is bored. Do you want some salami? Yeah. All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining me basically this month. I feel like that's how long it's been to film. It took me that long to film this video, but I will try to be back with you as soon as I can. Bye.